Jai Gurudev. Today we'll do Patanjali Yoga Sutras 9, eliminating the cause of pain. Yeah. So what is this about? Do you remember how Gurudev started? Yes. Every pleasure comes with a tax, and the tax is pain. So let's understand this in depth. We think, oh, all the pleasure that I get in life, from whatever, from money, from that car, from that house, from that woman or from that man, oh, that pleasure is just pure pleasure. I don't consider it as pain. But if we look at it intricately, a little more in depth, we will realize that every pleasure has a little tail of pain attached to it. Yeah. The same beautiful woman or handsome man that gives you pleasure is also the cause of your pain. Yeah. That is why when a person is not married, he keeps running behind a beautiful girl or guy. Yeah. And when you get married, then you are like, oh, why did I get married? Yeah. Every pleasure has a tail of pain attached to it. Let's take another example. You purchase a car. You're so happy, new car, absolutely brand new, beautiful color. Oh yeah, lovely new car. How long does that pleasure last? The mind gets used to even that car. Doesn't this happen with you? Yeah. And then after a few days you're cribbing about maintaining the same car. Oh, I have to maintain it. I have to put so much oil and gas, and I have to put so much money into its maintenance. And the mind starts cribbing. So from pleasure, very skillfully your scale has moved towards pain, and you didn't even realize it. This happens in everything, whether it's a person in life, whether it is a thing like a car or a computer, anything, or if it is a situation in life. Yeah, if you get a lot of money, you're very happy. Yeah. And then there is a tail of pain attached because now you're so afraid that I might lose this money. Or is this friend of mine a friend because I got this money? Yeah. Some or the other tail of pain is attached to every pleasure. Yeah, they are like the two sides of the same coin. They come together. Yes, there cannot be pleasure without pain. And nobody can say that his life is only pain. He has also experienced pleasure. Right? So understand this. Every pleasure comes with a tax, and the tax is sorrow. So Patanjali goes ahead and describes 3 types of dukkhas for us. What are the 3 dukkha? Parinam dukkha, Tap dukkha and Sanskara dukkha. 3 types of dukkha. Yeah. Gurudev explained it really beautifully. Yes. You're waiting for something to happen. Yeah. I'm waiting to get that thing. I'm waiting. That longing for it to happen is also so painful, isn't it? Just waiting to get that car, or waiting to get that $1 million, or waiting for your loved one to say yes. Yeah. That waiting itself is so painful. That is called tapa dukkha. Second, after you get that thing that you wanted, yeah, either your loved one's approval or that particular thing that you wanted to achieve, or that situation that you wanted, after you get it, you have a fear of losing it. That is called parinama dukkha. You have a fear of losing the money that you have. You have fear of losing your loved ones. You have fear of losing your most favorite possession. Parinama dukkha. And the third is samskara dukkha. After you have lost something or some person, the memory of that person or that thing or that situation, that keeps bothering you. Oh, that was so nice. Oh, I lost him, or I lost her, or I lost that. The memory of that bothers you. This is called samskara dukkha. So you get the three types of dukkhas. Tapa dukkha, parinama dukkha, samskara dukkha. Longing for something. After you get it, the fear of losing it. And after it is gone, the memory of it, whether good or bad, doesn't matter. That memory bothers you. These are the three types of dukkha. Tapa, parinama and samskara. So far clear? And why are these three types of dukkhas there? They are because of the gunas. Guna, vritti, virodhascha. Rajas, tamas and sattva are the three gunas. This entire creation is ruled by them. Rajas, tamas and sattva. What is rajas? Restlessness. Restlessness not just in your body, not just in the mind, but the environment can be rajasic. The climate can be rajasic. What is tamas? Lethargy, laziness, dullness, not just in the body and mind, in your environment, in the climate, in the creation. Yes, earth element is dominant, that means tamasic environment. For example, when it's raining or snowing and it's completely covered with dark clouds outside, how do you feel? Very dull, lazy, lethargic, right? So it is a tamasic climate. You get what I'm saying? Gunas are there in this entire creation. They rule every plant, every animal, every bird, every insect, every human being, even the weather. Nothing is outside the governance of these gunas. And they keep changing and they affect your vrittis. You did vrittis, you remember? Pramana, viparyaya, vikalpa, nidra, smriti. You did the vrittis. These vrittis keep coming up and clashing against each other. Virodhascha. One vritti will come up, then another will come up, and then another will come up. All these are coming up because of the gunas. Yes? So everything that is happening in this creation, in this universe, is a play and display of these gunas. And that is why everything is just dukkha, is just sorrow. Even every pleasure has a tale of sorrow behind it. See, look very, very objectively at your own life. You are with your loved one. In some time that also causes pain. You are with somebody who you hate, definitely causes pain. Love creates pain, hatred creates pain. You wish so much for this thing and that thing. All your wishes create a pressure on you. I want this, I want this, I want this. The feverishness inside for any wish, maybe a person, a situation or a thing, it pressurizes you and causes pain. Yeah? The person you wished for causes pain. The situation which you wished for comes to an end and causes pain. The thing that you desired for and ran after and achieved after some time is not that juicy anymore. That causes pain. Every person, every situation, everything causes pain. The mind causes pain. The feverishness in the mind causes pain. So what does an intelligent one do? He recognizes, oh, everything in this universe is pain. Dukkham evam sarvam. Everything is pain. Vivekina. Viveki is the one who is realized, who is wise, who wakes up and sees, oh, everything is pain. Buddha said this. If you remember Buddha's noble truths, the first truth that he said is, life is misery, don't deny it. Life is misery. Of course, he went on to tell you that there is a method to get out of this misery. It is possible to get out of this misery. And he provided the methodology how to get out of that misery. But a wise one recognizes everything is misery. Sarvam evam dukkham. So then what to do now? Everything is misery. Patanjali says, heyam dukkham anagatam. The root cause of this dukkha needs to be eliminated. And how do you eliminate the root cause of this pain? The root cause can be eliminated by first identifying the root. And what is the root cause? He says, drishta drishayoho sanyogo hera hetu. Means the drishta, the seer, and drishya, the scenery, sanyogo, they've come together. So the seer has lost himself in the scenery. They have come together. This needs to be broken. Heya hetu. The main cause of pain is that the self or the seer forgot himself. He forgot that he is separate from the scenery. And he got lost in the scenery. So we've done this before, right? I look at the world through these eyes and I get attracted to somebody and I get attracted to things and I get attracted to situations. I lose myself in the situations and then I identify with the situations. And then I think I am this that the situations have labeled me to be, or the people in this situation have labeled me to be. So the seer loses himself into the external situations, or beautiful people, or in things. When the seer loses himself in the objects of the five senses, this is called self-forgetfulness. This self-forgetfulness needs to be cut off. The seer needs to come back to the center and recognize I am separate and this scenery or this world of five senses is separate. That is the meaning of drishta, drishayo, sanyogo, heya, hetu. Here Gurudev gave you the story of the life of the king was in the parrot. This story has a meaning. Yes, our lives are stuck in other people, in outside situations or in outside things. So homework number 1 for you. What are you stuck in? People in your life? You're not stuck only in the people you love. You're stuck in the people you hate also. Yes, because the person that I hate consumes my thoughts much more than the person who I love. Yeah, I keep thinking about the person that I hate. Oh, I don't like him, I don't like him, I don't want to see him, why is he there? Yeah, I think more about the person I hate than about the person that I love. So make a list of all the objects of the senses, that trap you, that have grasped you really tight. It could be a person's face, that is sense of sight. It could be a person's words, that is sense of sound. I could be lost in Facebook likes, wanting more and more likes on Facebook. What is this? Sense of sight. Looking for appreciation from other people. If I am trapped in that, then I am lost in the external scenery. If I am lost in the food that I eat or I want to eat, then I am lost in sense of taste. If I am totally consumed by sex and thoughts of sex, I am lost in sense of touch. And sense of smell. Maybe I like perfumes or I dislike a place which stinks. Anything that can make my mind stuck for a very, very long time in the thoughts, that is what I am lost in. So this is your homework, out of all 5, sense of sight, sense of smell, sense of taste, touch and sound. In all 5, I am lost, and make a list under each of the senses. This is the person I am lost in. This is the words of the person I am lost in. Some people are lost in music. Full day the music will be going on. So identify. Identify where the seer gets lost in the scenery. It doesn't matter whether it is good scenery or bad scenery. If you are lost in the scenery, put it down. This is your homework number 1. What Patanjali is saying here is, recognize this, that you are not this body. This body-mind complex is the one that is related to the person in life. This body-mind complex is the one that is related to the thing that I purchased. This body-mind complex is related to the situation in life. Bad or good, doesn't matter. But I am not this body, I am not the mind. Again and again remember, take one step back and recognize I am not the body. I can actually observe this body. If I can observe something, I must be separate from it. For example, I can see this phone. That means I am separate and the phone is separate. Yes, just like that, I am not this body. I have a tool called body. Similarly, I can see the thoughts that come into the mind and go. That is why I can label them, oh, good thought, oh, bad thought, oh, I like this, no, this is not good. How do I label them? Because I am separate and thoughts are separate. Thought equals to mind. If I can see the mind, definitely I am separate from the mind. Recognize this, I am not the body, I am not the mind. And all these people, situations and things that are there in life are on account of the karma of this body-mind complex. I am beyond the body and beyond the mind. Yes. take a step back from the drishya and be established in the drishta. Got it? The next sutra is very beautiful. It tells you the quality of the self, of the Brahman, of the Purusha, of that which is there in everything and in which everything is there. That ocean of consciousness. Yes. So let's go into the sutra. What is the qualities or characteristics of this entire creation or the Brahman? First is Prakasha, light. Yes, it's in you also. It's not just sunlight or moonlight or the light that comes from the lamp. Yeah, it is purity. It is love. Yeah? It is compassion. Yeah? That Prakasha is there in everything and everybody. Yes, because it is finally that Brahman consciousness which is illuminating everything, every living and non-living object in the universe. Yes, that exhibits the sattva in the universe. Prakasha is the sattva in the entire creation. Kriya. Kriya here means everything is dynamic. There is activity virtually everywhere. Yes. Even in a small atom, there is a lot of activity. Electrons are going round and round. This entire body is made up of millions and millions and millions of atoms. Yeah? And inside each atom there is so much activity. In silence there is activity. And in so much activity outside, there is a silent corner. Yeah? So that silence is the Prakasha or the Sattva. And that activity everywhere in the universe is Kriya, is dynamism. Everything is dynamic. And third is Sthiti. Sthiti means everything also undergoes a certain stage in evolution where it is just still. It is not silent, but it is more like in a state of inertia. Yeah? This states the tamasic quality, the tamasic characteristic or the guna in this universe. So Prakasha exhibits the sattva in the universe, Kriya exhibits the rajas in the universe, and Sthiti exhibits the tamas in the universe. These three gunas govern the entire creation. Yeah? Prakasha, Kriya, Sthiti, Sheelam. They rule this entire universe. Yeah? And what is the universe made of? Bhutendriya. What is Bhutendriya? Guruji spoke about it, na? Yeah? There are 5 elements. What are they? Earth, water, fire, ether and air. Yeah? And then there are 5 senses. What are they? Sense of sight, sense of sound, sense of smell, sense of taste and sense of touch. So these 5 senses are the organs of perception. Yeah? And what are the 5 organs of action? The 5 organs of action are your obviously hands and feet. Second is ingestion. Third is excretion. Fourth is procreation. And the 5th is the action of speech. Yeah? These 5 are the organs of action. Yeah? These 10 together and the 11th one, the mind. These 11 together form the Bhutendriya. This entire creation is made up of the 5 elements, the 5 organs of perception and the 5 organs of action. Yeah. It is one Atma which has manifested in all these bhutas. Bhutas is the physical manifestation of the Atma. Yeah. Next is Buga apavargartham drishyam. That means this entire universe is there for your enjoyment. Bhoga. It is there for your enjoyment. Yes. But the same enjoyment, the same pleasure should also liberate you. As in, it should give you relief. So, Guruji gave you an example. If I eat one gulab jam, I feel so nice. Yeah? I feel a relief from that feverishness of wanting to eat something tasty. A relief is experienced. But if I don't stop at the relief, yeah, I go on 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 gulab jams, then you know what happens to your stomach the next day. So you see, this universe was given to you so that you could enjoy it, but you have to enjoy it also skillfully, like a wise person. Yes, if you enjoy just a little bit, yeah, it will bring relief. Apavargartham is bringing you relief or liberation from that desire to want that, yeah? Or from the desire of wanting to experience something in the universe. Yeah? Very subtle this is, but very beautiful. Yeah? And the entire universe is divided into Rajas, Tamas and Sattva that we already covered. Yeah? So once more we look at the entire sutra together. Yeah? This entire universe is nothing but the consciousness which is manifesting somewhere as a plant, somewhere as an insect, somewhere as an animal, somewhere as a human. It is that one consciousness that is just playing and displaying in different names and forms. Yes, this entire creation is that one Brahman consciousness, and that consciousness has certain characteristics. That is what are put in this sutra. What are they? That the entire consciousness is Prakasha, light. Yeah. Also Sattva. The entire consciousness exhibits Kriya. Kriya is dynamism or Rajas. And Sthiti. Sthiti is Tamas. Yeah. Or a change in its stage. Yeah. Where inertia comes in. So it is a mixture of Rajas, Tamas and Sattva. All the 3 gunas dominate one over the other, and the cycle continues. This is the basic principle of the universe, the 3 gunas. Yeah? The Bhutendriya, all the 5 organs of action, the 5 organs of perception, the 5 elements and the mind together are Bhutendriya. That is the physical manifestation of this universe. And all this gunas and the bhutendriyas, everything is there for bhoga, for your enjoyment. And how we should enjoy? Skillfully. Yeah? The enjoyment should bring relief. Yeah? When we enjoy skillfully, we learn how to enjoy it without taking it to an extreme where we cause harm to our own selves and topple over to the other side. Yeah? So that is this beautiful sutra. The next sutra is Drishta Drishi Matra Shuddho. The Drishta, the seer, is Shuddha, is pure. He is untainted. But when he goes out into the world and Drishi, he sees everything. Yeah? Then what happens? Api Pratyaya Anupashya. He gets colored in whatever he sees. So let's elaborate this a little more. I am the Brahman, I am the Purusha, that consciousness which is pure. Yeah. When I am established in my center, I am relaxed, I am calm, I am peaceful. Yes. When I get lost in people, situations and things, yeah, thoughts come up, emotions come up, I identify with those thoughts, I get lost in interactions with people, I get lost in the situations, the clouds in the situation completely engulf me and overpower me and overshadow me, and I forget myself, I forget my calm and relaxed state. I get colored in people, situations and things. Yes. That is what this sutra is. But always remember, the drishta is shuddha, is pure. The seer is ever pure and untainted. The self is the center of the whole creation. Just like that Purusha is here, it is in him, it is in her, it is in her, it is in him. Oh, it is in that tree, it is in this lamp, it is in this table, it is in that insect, in that plant. Oh, it is the same Purusha, the same consciousness which is pervading everywhere. Just like the air inside balloons. We are all different shapes and sizes of balloons, different colors even. Yeah? And I think, oh, I am the red balloon, and you think you are the blue balloon, and you think you are the yellow balloon. And we are so proud of what we are. We forget that that is just the external covering. Inside every balloon is the same air, right? Just like that. Inside each one of us is that only one pure energy. Yeah? That is the drishta, the seer, yeah? Or the self, or the consciousness, or the Purusha, or Brahman, or Atma. So many names given to it. Clear? And the next two sutras are even more beautiful. Tadartha eva drishyasya atma kritartham pratinashtam api anashtam tadanya sadharanat vat. Means what? Means the physical world, yeah, it exists because of the Atma. Yeah? Drishyasya Atma. It is because of the consciousness or the self that this physical world even has any meaning. Tad artha. Yeah? It has even a meaning because of the Atma, because of the self. Yes. When the self drops this attachment to people, situations and things in this external world and gets established within, then what happens? Its purpose is completed. Kritartham pratinashtam api anashtam. Means what? Even though the purpose is completed by the self coming back to the center, withdrawing from this entire drama of people, situations and things, when the self comes back into the center and abides in the self, its purpose is completed. Yeah? So, when the purpose is completed, yeah, the person is enlightened, of course. But that does not mean the world ceases to exist. It will still exist for people like Gurudev and other enlightened beings. The world is still there. Though they are not lost in the world of five senses, they are established in the self. Yeah? An enlightened person is established in the self and just plays in this world like you would play a drama. Yeah? Just for fun. He continues in the world. Yeah? So, kritartham pratinashtam api anashtam tadanya sadharanatvat. Means though the purpose is complete of the physical world, the physical still continues to exist. Sadharanatvat this is a universal law. Guruji gave you that example, no? If your destination has come, you come off the bus or the train. But the bus or the train will continue for other people. You have reached home. Yeah. But it will continue for other people. Yeah. This is so beautiful, huh? Patanjali is so skillfully taking you from one sutra to the other sutra, helping you identify, oh, this is the cause of pain. Oh, everything that I run after, people, situations and things, I think there is pleasure in it, but there is pain. Okay, I have to eliminate the root cause. What is the root cause of pain? Myself forgot about itself and got lost in the external physical world of people, situations and things. This physical world is really beautiful. It is the nature of light. It is dynamic. Yeah? And then there is inertia. It is made up of the 5 elements, the 5 bhutendriyas, yeah? Of the 5 organs of actions, organs of perception and the 5 elements. Yeah? This whole world is there for enjoyment and liberation. Recognizing this, waking up with this knowledge, taking one step back, yeah, and abiding in the seer. This is the skill. When I abide in the seer, the purpose is complete. Yes, I have reached home. The world will still continue to be. Those people who were bothering me are still there. The people I loved are still there. The people who I didn't care about also are still there. Situations I loved are there. Situations I hated are there. Yeah? Things I loved are there. Things I hated are there. Everything is still there. Yes? But I have reached home. Yes? The self has withdrawn from the scenery and has reached home. That brings us to the last sutra. Tasya hetur avidya. What is avidya? Getting lost again and again into the world of these people, situations and things is avidya. Remember this lesson. Again and again and again, remind yourself not to get lost in this avidya, in this ignorance, in this maya of the world. Yeah. That completes today's Patanjali Yoga Sutra 9, eliminating the root cause of pain. Any questions? No? So I will see you again next time for the last Patanjali, the 8 limbs of yoga. Before we go into that, absorb this deep knowledge. Recognize what are the causes of pain in your life. Identify them under all the 5 categories of the 5 senses. And then they could be again subcategories. Under each there would be people, situations and things. Yeah? And recognize, oh, my problem is not these people, situations and things. So I should stop blaming them. Yeah? The root cause of pain or misery is that I got lost in this maya of the world. And again, bring yourself back to the center. Again you get lost, again bring yourself back to the center. Do not get lost in this avidya. Do not get lost in this ignorance. Yeah? I'll leave you with this thought. Keep doing your homework continuously and I'll see you soon. Jai Gurudev.